my identity was tied to emotion. So my ability to regulate emotion, my ability to feel certain, like, this is going to sound ridiculous because it is, my ability to control what emotions I'm feeling, which that's not how it works, was tied to my, okay, I'm healthy.
Yep.
If I'm not getting angry, if I don't feel anger, if I don't feel depression or despair or whatever word you want to put on that, I don't feel anxiety about things. And I equated the feeling of that knot in my stomach, that anxiety, as weakness. Like, I'm not able to deal with this thing that's happening in a strong manner because I'm feeling this.
Yeah.
What I've realized as I'm walking through these things, what is happening as I'm untying my identity from the emotions and tying it back into God, which I'm not going to make any bones about it. I believe that's where it belongs. He is the ultimate permanent thing.
Yeah.
So I'm tying my identity back into God. When something happens and I feel an emotion that I used to call unacceptable, now it's just, oh, I'm feeling that emotion.
Yeah.
And it doesn't tie into who I am to feel that emotion.
Yes.
Oh, I'm feeling anxiety. Oh, this thing makes me feel anxious. Oh, I'm angry.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean that I'm a sinner.
No.
Just because I feel the anger.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Do I wish I didn't feel angry? Yeah, I do.
Sure.
But my identity is no longer tied into that. And what would happen, especially with anger and like anxious thoughts, is that I would spiral downward because it's like, oh, I'm feeling it. Now I'm angry because I'm feeling it, which makes me.
Yep. Yeah, I'm weak and vulnerable. Now I'm mad that I'm weak and vulnerable.
Yeah.
Full throttle.
I don't think as dads, as men, that most of us, or a lot of us, can even articulate that.
No.
We just know that we're yelling expletives and throwing tools around the garage.
Absolutely. Sorry, Mom.
Or we're yelling and screaming at our wife or our kids.
Yeah.
We don't know why.
Right.
I think when our identity is tied into things that are not permanent, I think when our identity is tied into things that are flexible and impermanent, as men, often that leaks out as anger, as like anger expressed, not just a feeling, but like we express anger in an inappropriate manner.
Other people know.
It leaks out as clamming up, going into our cave. I think it leaks out as what we would call like a midlife crisis.
Yep.
We just dive into a hobby. If those things are going on in your life, I would say if you're really willing to look in the mirror and be like, okay, where am I tying my identity into?
Yep. For people without a spiritual connection, there's going to be a struggle there.
I really do believe there. Yeah. I know some very healthy people who are not believers, but
it's hard and
expensive, maybe therapy.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah. The whole concept of an identity is, as believers, it's not supposed to be complete on your own.
Right.
You're not supposed to be able to be a whole person on your own. And that was what I was talking about earlier, the component of weakness. That's what we're supposed to bring to the Lord.
Yeah.
Okay. In our weakness, his strength is made perfect. If we don't give him our weakness, where is his strength given room to operate in our lives?
Right.
It's okay to be aware of your identity and be deficient in an area that you need him. Maybe it's an area that he brings you forward in. Maybe it's an area that he doesn't, so that it's a permanent residence for his power